Good morning, guys. So I noticed in my pantry a bottle of apple cider vinegar. Oh, you can't see it now. I moved it. This is full. There we go. It's full of sediment. That's called the mother. I used to brew kombucha years ago. So I decided to make a SCOBY out of here and start a hotel. So I just brewed up some black tea. And then you add some sugar to it. And then you let it cool down. And you pour it in here. And then you'll get a SCOBY, which is a symbiotic colony of yeast and bacteria. Of bacteria and yeast. That's what SCOBY stands for. And it'll start to grow in here. It's a live culture. And I'll get that film growing. And then I'll get a bigger jar so I don't have a tiny spout here. So I'll have to look for something with a wide mouth. Yeah, I'll bring you guys along and show you. So I thought I'd let you just see what I'm having for lunch today. Some leftover pineapple rice I made last night. Some peanut sauce. And I have some breaded tofu I'm crisping up. And I should have filmed it. I punched a hole through the side of the wall where my vent is in the back under the bed to get some airflow back there. Here's my lunch. Air fried tofu, peanut sauce, and pineapple rice, and some black sesame seeds. Bon appetit. I had this vent here, and when I put the insulation foam board up and my wall board, I didn't get a chance to cut the hole on the other side so it vents out. So I'm hoping this helps reduce the moisture problem I keep having on the back door. So that's what I did today. Go back in and have lunch. Beautiful day today. It's 60 degrees right now, something like that. Yeah, I think so. And it's supposed to go down to like, I don't know, 15 tonight. Or today it's supposed to get really cold coming around 5 o'clock. So guys, I'm just really failing at being a YouTuber lately. My brain is not around it. I made date bread. I didn't feel like chopping my walnuts. Dee had given me a whole bunch of walnuts that Alan got her husband from a job site. But I don't have a nutcracker, and I tried so hard, and I don't know where my hammer is. Don't look at these horrible knives. But I have one in the air fryer. I'm air frying them. This one's almost done. We're getting the light better. Where's the light? Right there. It's nicely golden brown. It's almost done. Alright, I'll let you see it when I get it finished. And this one was the raw one. I hope you realize that. And these are the little bowls that I just put in my air fryer. Just little metal bowls. I use these for everything. Here's my date bread, which looks so good. It smells so good. And a cup of turmeric tea. It's 34 degrees right now. It was 64 today. Where's my Elliot? Yeah, Dee went to her granddaughter's volleyball game, so she called me earlier to start running or dripping the faucets in the house. So, yeah, it's supposed to get down to the teens tonight. It'll be cold for the next few days. Hey guys, so right before the next clip video, it's just some tips to help you stay warm. Whether you're in a trailer, an RV, a converted cargo trailer like I am, a van, your vehicle. And I mentioned my floor not being insulated. It's not insulated only by factory, because we had already installed the bottom cabinets. And I had 1-inch foam board in order to, the doors wouldn't open, basically. But I did have a half a sheet left, and that's under my bed, along with a piece of carpet that I had originally in here, which got dirty quickly, and my vacuum didn't really clean it. It was just a small little vacuum. So I left the carpet under the bed on top of that. So that is, at least it's insulated there. My walls are insulated, my ceiling's insulated. It's just the floor. And when you have cold air going underneath your vehicle, your rig, that air just comes up through your floor and it gets cold. So I always have rugs down anyway, especially for Elliot here. He jumps off the bench here and slides if I don't have a rug down, and I just want to keep him safe. What else did I want to say? Oh, and my back doors always have curtains on them. And they're usually double insulated too, but these ones are pretty thick. I got new curtains, and I didn't get to put a second layer on the ones on the door. And I mentioned my ceiling vent, the got a mind blank. The Reflectix I have there. I also have it. Hold on. For my two windows, I just unroll it at night. This is a material that used to match my old curtains. Now I have new curtains. And then I had these curtains for a while too. So this has reflectors on the inside and material on both sides. And during the day, I just roll it up and stick it up at the top of the window, or I take it out. And during the summer when it's hot, or even like yesterday, I had this down because the sun was hot. You can pull it down to keep the heat out. So Reflectix works both ways. It keeps the heat in and it keeps the cold out. Figure that one out. I don't get that. But invest in this. It comes in different sizes and it's worth it. So that's about it. I think I covered everything. Just try and see if there's any holes. If you're living in a van, a vehicle, your car, anywhere cold air can get in, it's going to drop the temperature in your vehicle. So try and close those up. And with my door not having the insulation right now, I do close the curtain in it. Just to give an extra measure of keeping the cool air out. I'm very comfortable in here. I have one of those radiator heaters. And it has 3 settings, low, medium, and high. And on each setting, there's a dial, from low all the way up to high. So, and it's always on, like, it starts like, say, 1 o'clock, and I always have it about 4. And it can go all the way up to midnight. If you understand, like, say there's 10 numbers, 10 different degrees that you can put it at. Not degrees, but you know what I mean. It's about number 4. And that's where it always is, on low. Right now I have it turned up, because I had the door open and everything. It's up on medium, but it's still on number 4. And we're comfortable in here. As you see, I'm just in a long sleeve shirt. That's it. But putting the blanket, I did this last year too, before I bought a big carpet, and that just got wet in the back of my truck because I had no place to put it. It was like a fake wool carpet. It was really pretty. It actually looked really, really nice in here. It was red. But covering the floor as much as you can to keep that cool air from getting in here helps so much. And it's also nice and comfy. It'd be great for my Elliot here and his old rickety bones. Right, buddy? He's not feeling well today. He woke up with a little swollen jaw here. I think he's getting a bad tooth. I heard him clicking yesterday. But thank goodness I have this. I dyed my hair yesterday and cut it, and now it's just a mess. I have a first aid kit for my animals, and I have antibiotics in it. So I started him on antibiotics today to help if that's an infection. Hopefully that's all it is, and we ward that off. So he had his dental 2 years ago and had a bunch of teeth pulled. I mean, he's going to be 17. And I really don't want to put him under anesthesia again. He almost didn't make it the last time. He went into, he was hypothermic. And I liked the vet. I did not like the vet tech. I was a vet tech. And you don't put a small dog like him on the floor with your AC on. Heat rises. Whether your room is air conditioned or not, that heat's going to rise no matter what warmth you have. So when your AC's on the floor, it's going to be colder. And I go in to pick him up. He's on the floor. He didn't even have a blanket in the crate. And by the time I got him home, he shivered for hours uncontrollably. I covered him up with like 3 blankets. I have a video on that. I have a picture of him all bundled up like a burrito. And it took him a good 6 hours or more to really come out of it. He was just completely out of it, the poor little guy. But he survived. He's a tough one. He's a rat terrier. He's a tough dog. But anyway, I'm rambling on, aren't I? But that's it. I just hope maybe if any of you are out there, living in your rigs, in your vehicles, no matter what you're in, just maybe you got a tip for me somehow. And stay warm, guys. It is 17 degrees here right now. It was, I think, 12 this morning. Yeah, it's chilly. But this is my kind of weather. I'm originally from New England, born in Maine, raised in Jersey. Cold weather is my thing. I would rather be in snow and cold than in 100-degree heat. Seriously. I mean, I love the beach and I love the water, but I'd rather be chilly. I can always put more clothes on. When you're hot, you can only take so much off. and it's miserable when you can't get cool. I mean, it's miserable when you can't get warm too, but at least, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I'll stop rambling. All right, guys. So I thought I'd give you guys a few tips. I live in a converted cargo trailer. It's a 2019. I got, well, it was only used once to move from upstate New York to North Carolina. And they just moved, and then they put it in their garage. So I bought it practically brand new. And I installed these shed windows. Now I did put on this side the silver tape. I did not finish trimming that. I keep forgetting. And down here is a trim piece missing, so cold air comes up through here. So I found this black tape. I don't even know what it is, or what it's used for. So I just shoved a piece in there. And over here, I need to finish trimming this out too. So I rolled a paper towel. And then up here, air comes through there. So I rolled another paper towel there. And my floor, I did not get to insulate. It only has factory insulation. So I just put a blanket down here, and then I have a couple rugs that are layered, and what a difference that made. And my door got bent in Pahrump last winter, so air comes through. You can see some daylight here, so air comes through. So I have a towel hanging over my gate, and I put this there to help hold it. And also, if anybody has, sorry, there's my trash and dirty laundry on the counter. This is my ceiling vent. And as you can see, this still needs to be trimmed out too. I put that black tape up here also. Because as you can see, right here, you can see daylight up in there. And that just is a way for cool air to come in. So I had made, this is just Reflectix. And I just sewed a piece of fabric over it, matches my curtains. And this gets closed every night. And it gets closed during the hot time of the day, too. You won't believe how much heat comes in through that ceiling vent. So there you have it. And also, even if you live in a van, put curtains over your doors. This year I just have thin curtains. Usually they're insulated. I use 2 different materials. But I only have this right now. I'll show you if you can see it. Let's see. See? Oh, Gideon has destroyed my foam. I do have to get some more insulation so I can close that up. But yeah, close off every inch that you can that lets stuff in. There are the dogs. If you're new here, that's my 16-year-old Elliot. This is Owen. He'll be 2 February 2nd. And that's my 14-year-old Violet. She'll be 15 Valentine's Day. And we've got Gideon over here. He's my 9-year-old Siamese. Yeah. So sorry I've been MIA the past week. January and February are tough for me. They're really tough months. I don't want to say I get depressed, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't feel like doing anything. And then I had a problem with my YouTube channel, and my last video is not even monetized. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So hopefully this one gets up, and I don't have an issue with this one. But thank you guys for sticking around with me.